back in November when I first did these top 50 rankings, I had him 25th. And at the time, a lot of people were like, no, this is premature. It's too high. I think it's going to be the same reaction once people watch this, having him 15th. But I'll tell you what, you've watched him. He had a 5x5. He's going to have a quadruple double inevitably, either this season or next season. It's going to happen. The Spurs defense, ever since they moved him to center, which was the big change for them this year, not moving Trey Jones to point guard, making Victor Wembanyama the center. Their defense has been in the top 10 with him on the floor. It's been in the top 5 with him on the floor in more recent weeks. He is going to go down as the greatest defensive player in the history of basketball if he stays healthy, and he's already arguably the best in the league, right next to Gobert.
When it's all said and done, I think Kevin O'Connor is onto something. Victor Wembanyama will probably be the best defensive player in NBA history, and it most likely won't even be close. But I could also see Victor Wembanyama having those years where he's in contention for Defensive Player of the Year and MVP in the same season. I mean, you look at this season, the man's already about to win Rookie of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year. In this video, I want to break down some of this film and show you guys why Victor Wembanyama will go down as one of the best players in NBA history, and there's nothing the NBA can do to stop him. Now, on this play, we're going to see a little bit of pick and roll. Now, this is where Victor Wembanyama is so deadly, right? He also has insane tenacity. Watch his play. So gives him, Devin Vassell's screen here. We see some drop zone coverage here by Pascal Siakam. Now, what we're going to do here is, again, open 3 by Devin Vassell. Now, this is where Victor Wembanyama separates himself from a lot of the NBA players in today's league. He has the need to go in and make plays, right? So a lot of NBA centers at this point in time will just ball wash. They'll be like, okay, my guy got an open 3, did my job, let me just sit back here, see if it goes in or get back on defense. But Victor Wembanyama crashes the glass, man. There's no need for him to really do this, but he does it anyway and gets a putback dunk, and nobody can stop him. A thing that Greg Popovich does so well is puts Victor Wembanyama in the greatest positions to succeed here in San Antonio. Now, in this play, we're going to see this screen. Now, what a lot of NBA defenses do nowadays is they switch everything. But they don't really notice that they can't, right? You officially cannot switch everything when you're going up against Victor Wembanyama. And this will be a thing that defenses struggle with for the next decade, trying to figure out ways to stop Victor Wembanyama. So boom, right here, we get this screen. Now, like we said, a lot of teams switch this. So what you're going to see right away is Pascal Siakam pick up the ball handler here in Devin Vassell. Now, what that does is you see a huge mismatch. Now, I even think there's an opportunity for Devin Vassell to throw this lob, because you know if you throw this anywhere up here, Victor's going to go up and catch it. However, he makes a smarter play here, kicks it out to the top of the key. Now, what do we notice? We have this insane mismatch. Let's get it over to our best player, Victor Wembanyama, right? Now, he starts slightly outside the paint, bodies his way in, draws some contact, throws up a floater, and gets it to go. That should have been an and one. We saw some contact right here by Miles Turner. Boom. That should be an and one. Should be an and one all day, every day. I mean, this dude's insane. Now, I wanted to show you guys an example of why you can just throw it up, right? So right here, we see a defender in front of Victor Wembanyama and Jalen Smith. You also have some backside defense, help defense here by Aaron Nesmith. So two, taller guys. I believe Aaron Nesmith is about 6'7", Jalen Smith about 6'10". But here we go. What we're going to see is just a backdoor cut, right? We're not even a backdoor, a front door cut, right, from Victor Wembanyama. And Keldon Johnson's like, you know what? Yeah, let me just throw it up, because I know if I put it anywhere near him, he will get this to go. And that's exactly what happens. Just throw it up sometimes, and you'll get a dunk. Guys, before I show you this insane finish by Victor Wembanyama with his left hand, do me a big favor, hit that like button. Let's get this video up to 200 likes. And also, if you guys want me to post more Spurs videos for the rest of the season, comment down below the number 1 and subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is free. It doesn't cost anything. And now that we got that out of the way, check out this insane finish, bro. Picks it up with his left hand right here, scoops it up, gets on the basketball. Wow, that is jelly. That is jelly. Unbelievable. This dude, man, this dude's unbelievable. Another thing about Victor Wembanyama that makes him a game changer is his, floor space ability, his versatility as just a center who can shoot the ball like Kristaps Porzingis or Karl-Anthony Towns, right? He is one of the best shooting big men in the league already at such a young age, right? You're going to see him on this play fill the lane to a T, right? Perfectly. What you want to see out of your big man is his ability to fill the lane. Once the Spurs find a guy who can really drive into the basket and finish around the rim like a Jaylen Brown or a Jason Tatum or a Luka, someone that's really good, which they're probably going to have a top pick this year, they might be able to find someone who can just drive, and that is when you'll see a lot of Victor Wembanyama succeeding in the NBA, when he will be able to catch and shoot from the three-point line, as well as being able to isolate versus smaller defenders. This is going to be insane. So right now we see Keldon Johnson isolating. This is what we're going to want to see, and maybe Keldon Johnson can be that guy, but look at how Victor Wembanyama is going to get to the corner, right? And when you have a guy that can really penetrate into the paint, you see guys, help defense, right? And on this play specifically, you see Miles Turner, Victor Wembanyama's defender, is starting to, draw into the paint and help out on Keldon Johnson. Right when you see that, you notice Victor Wembanyama is wide open in the corner for an open three. You cannot leave this man open. You can't. And that's what makes this team so scary. I know they're struggling this season, but I'm telling you, once they add a couple more pieces around Devin Vassell, around Victor Wembanyama, I don't know how teams will be able to stop him. Okay, here we go. On this play, we got another switch, right? So you see Miles Turner on Devin Vassell. This is, due to a pick and roll. Now, we get Victor Wembanyama in the post on Aaron Nesmith, a really significantly smaller defender, and this is where he goes to work. Now, you're going to see a lot of teams send this backside help, but what's crazy about Victor Wembanyama is he's going to start to change defensive play styles in the NBA. Like I said before, defenses switch everything. When you play the Spurs, you won't be able to. It's just, you can't, right? Because of this scenario right here. You now have Aaron Nesmith over him, and, Victor is just way too big, way too strong. He's going to shoot over you 10 times out of 10, and he's going to make it a lot of the time. You need to play different defense when you play the San Antonio Spurs, at least when they have Victor Wembanyama in the lineup. Guys, really quickly, comment down below how you would try to stop Victor Wembanyama. What defensive tendencies would you do or change to guard this man? Because on this play, now we don't even really have a mismatch. Like, obviously, it went from Pascal Siakam to Miles Turner to Pascal Siakam here. But, it's not the craziest mismatch. It's not Aaron Nesmith or T.J. McConnell or Tyrese Halliburton, right? But it now is Pascal Siakam, who's not the most terrible defender in the world. But look how Victor Wembanyama just has his way with them and one sound dumb. It's just way too easy for Victor when he touches this basketball floor. Guys, real quickly before we get right back into this video, go do me a favor, check out the link in the description, go sign up to Underdog Fantasy. Guys, this is the easiest way to win money right now. When you sign up, they're going to give you a free $100 depending on how much your first deposit is, but also they're going to give you steals, right? Free plays, and they do it all the time. For example, once you sign up, they're going to give you a free play. It's going to be Tyrese Halliburton over half a point. The easiest money you'll ever make. And not only do they have the Pacers, but they have every team you can think of. The Spurs, the Celtics, the Nuggets, whatever you want to bet on, they have, right? They have NBA, NHL, tennis, FIFA, MLB, MMA, everything you can think of, they have it. Go sign up, use my promo code, get your free money, go get your free square, pair it up with another lock of the day, right? I'm going to look at some of these today, maybe post on my community tab, my picks. But let me know in the comments down below. Go check it out, look at some of these, and comment down below your lock of the day for tonight. Honestly, one of my favorite things about Victor Wembanyama is the man's dribble penetration. His handles are insane for his size. And he makes Miles Turner look like a very small player, right? So here we go. Just isolation. Look at this dribble move, right? Oh my God. Crossover. Get back inside. Get that inside leverage. But now watch what he does. The IQ of Victor Wembanyama is also insane, right? Draws this extra defender here in Pascal Siakam. And look at this. No look pass here to Jeremy Sohan, who has the space to just pull up for an easy free throw line right elbow jumper, which ends up going in. Gets it to go. Guys, think about it for a second. What do you do to combat this man, right? Easy offensive rebound here. Let's reset this offense out to the corner. Look at this. Throws it around his defender, right? You got Pascal Siakam here. Look at this around. Like, faking it here to Jeremy Sohan. Let's drive the defense upwards instead of outwards. Finds his man wide open, I mean, it's insane. It doesn't make sense to me how this man is so good at such a young age. It really, like, surprised me. Again, let's isolate here versus Miles Turner. Let's see what we can give him. Get some space here on the fake screen. Again, Tyrese Halliburton is in that mindset where, listen, I don't want to switch. Miles Turner, you need to fight over that screen. But Victor Wembanyama gets it, right amount of space for a three. We see this a lot in San Antonio, right? We see the guard come up, just set a little bit of a screen, right? Get a little bit in the way, because as long as you can create maybe a foot of space, Victor Wembanyama can shoot over anybody in the league. And that's what makes him so damn versatile, is the things that he be doing every single night. Here we go again. Isolation versus Pascal Siakam. A lot of NBA teams expect him to drive because he's so big, because his finishing ability around the rim is so amazing. We see a step back, James Harden-esque three. I mean, again, it's really fun to watch, right? But it's so frustrating that defenses just don't know how to stop him, and he's gonna do this for the rest of his career. And he is literally just getting started with developing, getting better. This man is on his way to greatness.